Hello everybody, this is Kelly Stamps, and that was a very angry entrance. There was a lot of anger in that. Why? Because I have not had AMC movie theater nachos in 12 weeks. 12 whole weeks. I have restrained myself. I have suffered. What makes them so special? Maybe it's the mystery cheese with gasoline in it, most likely. Maybe it's the warm Tostitos chips. Or maybe it's just the fact that I love the theater. I love theater. I have to get them today because this is a work day in my life vlog, and what I'm doing is planning out my next videos for July. This is my planner. That was June. July, I have one sponsored video. It might be two. And I like to upload every Tuesday. That's 4 videos a month, but I think I'm gonna do 6. I like 6, that's a sweet spot. But how on earth am I supposed to come up with 6 killer videos to satisfy the algorithm? Hey girl, you still look really cute. You know, YouTube is a really interesting challenge because you have to kind of beat the last video every time to stay on top and keep growing. You know, you can't just worry about the money or the editing. You have to keep growing, and that's the hard part. How do I get a new audience? Become the audience. Go to AMC. Get the movie theater nachos. I'm just trying to justify going because I really like them. And think, if I was a YouTube viewer, if I was in your position, by the way, I see cups in the corner of your room. If I was in your position watching this video, what would I want to see? I want a story. I want a storyline. Will Kelly get her nachos? That's what you want to know right now. You're not going to click off this video until you see me get the nachos, or maybe not get the nachos, right? That's what I like to do with every single video. I got my pilot's license last week, just like I always talked about. What you just saw is called a student pilot's license. Very cool still, very cool. It marks my achievement of, you know, starting the process all over again after trying as a kid. Speaking of putting things on hold, I am briefly, just briefly, I literally mean like 4 weeks, putting the flying on hold. I said on my Instagram, follow me at the Kelly Stamps, that I was going to be dedicating this month completely to flying videos. But the weather here, it's just, like, I'm grateful that I stupidly picked Florida to learn how to fly because the air traffic is so busy. When I take off, there are, I don't know what they're called, but there are planes that fly banners across the ocean. And then beneath, there's a Spirit Airlines plane from Fort Lauderdale. They're always taking off going to Vegas for $39. You can tell because they fly a little raggedy. I'm kidding, no. They have completely safe pilots. Nothing's wrong with Spirit Airlines, like nothing. People are always scared saying, what if they crash? No. Like, I would fly for Spirit. No, I wouldn't. But I'm just saying, I would be Rihanna's pilot. I would be, who's a wholesome person who's very expensive and well known? I would fly Olivia Rodrigo. I got my pilot. Maybe, no, I don't want to go to LA because then I end up eating at Roscoe's all the time. You get the point. Putting flying on hold just for a second because the weather is unpredictable, and what I'm figuring out about myself is that I'm an all-in or not at all person about anything. With flying, if I'm not flying 5 times a week, it's very hard to retain the information that I'm learning, and I don't think people realize how much studying goes into it. It's a lot. The textbooks are like this thick. You have to know it all. It's not something that you can just kind of wing. That's how people die. All those little plane crashes that you hear about in your neighborhoods, those are people who put a little, 10 grand into flying, they get their license, and they never practice again. You will never stop learning how to fly. Even seasoned pilots get nervous, the ones that I talk to at least. Okay, this is totally off topic, I'm sorry, but if you're an aviation person, you're probably loving this conversation. Sorry, I'll make it quick! So, ATP is a very big school. They have locations in Florida, Texas, Arizona. I believe they have one in New Jersey.
I have my student pilot's license. Can I sign up for your school?
All right, I took my little photos on my professional camera and my iPhone 12 Pro Max, which I bought reluctantly. You know, I hate new technology, but it is a tax write-off, and honestly, it has made my life easier having a functioning cell phone. What's her name? I'm trying to find her name in my emails, the Overland girl who I'm communicating with. Rachel. This is for Rachel, you big fat nasty. Rachel, I don't mean it. That's just a meme. It's a meme reference. Okay, this is for Rachel. I need to send these to Rachel. Most of being a YouTuber is just responding to emails and setting up sponsorships for the future. It's like 90% planning, 10% actually uploading. There was a point when I used to upload more, but times have changed. I have to be a little more structured. Yeah, okay, I have a pen ready. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot. I'm actually traveling to Los Angeles. I'm visiting there July 3rd. Is your office open on Saturday? I can just pick it up. Yeah, I'll pick it up. I'll write it in my planner now. Pick up, tax. Hello, good morning. It is the next day. Today is Wednesday, June 23rd. This was supposed to be a work day in my life video, but then I went and got this really good popsicle, and then I fell asleep while eating it. So, whoops, sorry. Continuing on, I went downstairs, I did my little stretching just to kind of hold on to the Russian figure skating dream I have for myself, who's not Russian. I want to be Anna Sherbakova, Alina Zagitova, Evgenia, that's who I am internally, but on the outside, I'm just a potato. I felt good stretching my old bones. It's always good to try to retain your flexibility after doing such an intense sport. I also did rhythmic gymnastics, so I like doing that. I feel very awake and open. I don't know how to describe that. My body just feels... So I usually had a friend going through my emails, sifting through which ones are spam, which ones aren't, which are actually brand deals, but I'm just gonna do it from now on because it's not that necessary. I don't really want to pay someone to do that. I'd rather, in the future, get a camera person, which I'll probably do at some point soon, because I don't like sitting here. I come to life when I'm talking. Like my home tour video was super fun. Anyway, delete. Ooh, I actually got a cool email here I'll tell you about. If you care, I'll tell you anyway. When I was at Graham Stephan's place with Macy and Jack and all of them, we were watching the Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather fight, and some people came over. They have a friend named Eric Way who came by. Turns out we have like a mutual connection, which is the guy who helps me with brand deals. Anyway, everyone seems to know each other in California, I guess. But he created or co-founded, hold on. Eric is the co-CEO. Okay, well anyway, they created this card called Carrot. It is supposed to benefit creators. You will get cash back in certain areas that, we need, like buying camera equipment, travel and dining. And it's supposed to make it easier for me. And it's very easy to just get a QuickBooks report at the end. I'm excited to see what difference it makes between that and a regular business card. It's featured in Forbes, The Economist, NBC News, and Business Insider. They don't even run your credit. They base it off of stats. They base it off of your channel. So I have, almost 700,000 subscribers, which should be more, to be honest. I have a lot more viewers than subscribers. This is not a paid shout out, by the way. I'm just really excited to receive my card. Anyway, that's cool. Oh, and then I have to respond to Molly again. Hey, Molly. I did this really cool Business Insider article, which you have to sign up for Business Insider to read, but I'll insert some snippets here so you can at least get a sneak peek at what it is. Amanda and Molly both work on the influencer articles, I suppose, for Business Insider. And I think it is so TMI to be telling the world how much I make on YouTube, but also so many people love when I'm transparent about this. I appreciate transparency personally as a viewer because you kind of want to look at your favorites, engage how much should you be making? Like, how do you know your worth online if no one's honest? People always say, oh, it varies. No, you need it. Just give you a ballpark at least. Like, this is my friend Erica, for example. We actually haven't met, but we talk a lot on like FaceTime and such. But she's a lawyer, now YouTuber person, and she's an example of somebody who is just going full force at social media. I'll link her channel below. Just reading these different articles, and mine's not the only one. There's a list. It's me and then a few other people. Let me find it here. This is the article that Molly wrote on me, June 11th. It went live. She titled it, How Much a Minimalism Lifestyle Type of YouTuber Earns with 600,000 Subscribers. And it says, Kelly Stamps, 25, made the move from Los Angeles to New York City. She just saved just enough money from YouTube to leave her family home and quit college. I said I was working, going to school full-time, working part-time, just doing the whole trying to find time to eat and sleep kind of thing. And I said, quote, it's kind of hard to see an end goal with college when you're living at home and you don't even know what you want to do with your degree after. I was on a mission to get out of the house. Not just because it was toxic, it's just you need to grow. I'm not the same person I was 5, 6, 7 years ago. I was very dependent, couldn't, just do things myself. And I think when my best friend at the time moved away to college, because I thought we were going to stay local. I thought we were both going to, go to UCLA and be best friends forever and do the same things we always did. She went to New York City, went to NYU, studied econ. And then that's when I was like, ooh, what's this New York place? I went and traveled to her. And that's when my world kind of opened up. From that point, I basically said, all right, I see myself living in New York City, but I don't want to work 9 to 5 here like everybody else, although I ended up doing that for a short time. I want to be a Casey Neistat. I want to be Kelly Stamps. So that's kind of what kickstarted my journey, was wanting to get out of my neighborhood, even though I live in Los Angeles at the time. Like, nothing, people want to go there, but you know, you're attracted to what's different sometimes. It was different. I actually had so much fun there, even though my paychecks were only, like I said in this article, $1,000 a month. And then we broke down my AdSense earnings here. She said that Stamps was earning around $1,000 a month from YouTube when she moved to New York, first staying with a friend, then random roommates from Craigslist. It's truly a success story. Like, it's just insane. I said at the end of the article, it's crazy how with my computer, some Wi-Fi, and my cell phone, I didn't even have a camera at the time, I can make an entire living. I thought this would be temporary, not the future. So I have to respond to Molly for a totally different article now, which we may or may not do. We're just gonna see how it goes. This is a topic that has been kind of bugging me, and I wanted to get it off my chest, but I don't have to say it. It's not necessary. You can read me, my personality, and what I kind of stand for, I think, if you watch my channel enough. But anyway, the question that she was asking me was, what is it like being a YouTuber, specifically a YouTuber who is, you know, African-American, if you can't tell, during the height of the protest. So Molly and I are gonna somehow draft an article. Well, she's doing it. I don't work for Business Insider. We're gonna draft some sort of an article, maybe, about this topic and how I was treated differently, in my opinion, in 2020 by management. You know, they weren't bad people. They just can't help it. So basically, I'm gonna talk to Molly at some point about how it felt to constantly be put into a box all throughout 2020 by brands and people who didn't actually care about me, when in reality, I was just trying to get by my day and eat pizza. And how it was so ironic that I feel like I've done more for the Black YouTube community online by just being an active protest, by just showing my face everywhere, all over the damn homepage, and doing my part, which is just to exist. That's it, just exist. I'm gonna go draft out a super fun, creative idea. I'm gonna slow down, just mentally slow down for a second. How do I get 1 million people to see this message that I actually believe in, and I've used this company quite often? This will be fun. This is the fun part about YouTube. It's the what, the how. It's how do I pull this together and make it work? We'll see. So I'm gonna take my notepad here and go to this really cute breakfast place called The Alchemist. Hello, I am back from my late breakfast. Or should I say because I only got to eat half of the waffle before a lizard came up and took it. I'm not even kidding. It took the waffle and ran. I'm sick of this place, honestly. Okay, so I already drew out 1, 2, 3 designs for my jewelry collaboration with En Route, but I'm going to tweak them a bit. All right, I finished all of my designs. Now I have to go to FedEx and scan them to Matilda. And my work is almost done. Then I will start to edit a video, which I'm not too sure about. I don't know if I really like it or not. And sometimes, you know what, it's okay to toss a video if I'm not confident. If the video has to be fixed and saved by editing, then it's just not a good video. Hello, I hope you can hear me. I don't feel like being on camera right now, but I'm here with you. I just washed my face, I put my little scarf on, gotta protect those ends, they're barely hanging in there. So this is what Final Cut Pro looks like. I imported the clips from my camera just using the little cord over there. Put it right here by pressing that import button, and it is now in this library. Random hack, and in case you're having this problem, I'll try to find the video and link it in the description box. But I didn't understand how a hard drive worked for the longest time. It's really not that difficult to figure out. You just have to literally follow the steps in a video that I will link below. I don't want to remake it myself because it will take too long. But basically, at first, I was importing all the footage from my camera into my computer, which is this little, what year is this? It's like a 2015, let's see. This is a 2015 MacBook Air. It is not designed, if it's 8 gigabyte, it's not designed to withhold lots of clips. No Mac really is. No computer should have all that on there. It should be on a hard drive. So I got a hard drive, which is linked in my description box. It always has been, by the way. It was $50, I believe. All I did was move all of this work, basically, onto here. But there's nothing here. So if I go here and open up New Library, there's Untitled. That's just what's on your computer. Sorry, that's what's on your computer or your laptop. Or External Library. So basically, think of it this way. Final Cut is the software, which is built into the computer. But you have a library of footage. Think of it as like a giant briefcase of footage. All of that footage is here on my hard drive. And there's no footage on my computer anymore because it was taking up space. I was getting all of these alerts on my computer like, your Mac is full, blah, blah, blah. I realized it was too late when I was editing a very important sponsored video for Robinhood last year. And I spent forever editing it for hours in my little Boston studio. And then I lost all the footage because my computer just gave up on me. It said, nope, too much. Lost the entire thing, had to start all over. That was when I said, okay, something needs to change. Went on Google, found the answer. So I will link that video below. Anyway, so I have a bunch of footage here and I'm just going to drag it into this video that you're watching called, so far right now, A Workday as a Full-Time YouTuber. I could just do a screen recording, but I don't really feel like syncing the audio. I don't know where I want this to start, really. I thought oh, that's right. I've been filming for over 2 days. Okay, this is gonna be a work week in my life, probably. But this is me actually trying to get a thumbnail, which is kind of funny. You see I'm just posing and posing. This is on the off chance that I don't have a film photo of me doing something related to the video. For example, if I knew I was making this, I would have called my friend Natalie and been like, hey, come over, can you take a picture of me looking pensive on my computer? But this is totally fine because I can make this look like a vintage photo to match the rest of my videos. So this was not on a film camera, but I just added a grain to it using VSCO. And I kind of just made it look like dreamy and relaxed. Upped the contrast, put some fade over it. and put a funny quote. That's pretty simple. I'm very old school with my thumbnails. I don't do all that Photoshop stuff. I probably should, but it's just, this is what works for my channel. It's consistent. But this is an actual film photo example. You see how it looks very vintage? That's the look I'm going for. I just want authentic pictures where there's no Photoshop. I bet if I changed it up, I would get a lot more clicks, but people know what to expect now. So this is how I'm just gonna get a screenshot of this, just because I don't think I have a film photo of me working on a computer. I'm just scrolling through to find the right moment. See, the thing is that timestamp is going to be here. So I'm trying to think, okay, how do I show the computer and the camera? How do I look like, you know, I want you to click on this video. So that's what's just going through my head when I'm trying to find these and airdrop it to myself. And then I would do my whole editing thing, very simple on VSCO. I just add a grain and play around with the filters. My favorite one is probably C6 or A6. And just to wrap up this video, because this is going to be a very long one, all I'm gonna do is just open up this project. Again, think of the library as a briefcase, the project is the folder, and I'm going to scroll down here and put all the clips into it. So let me just open this up so it's easier to see. Drag all of these below. It started off in my home, then I was like, I need nachos. And then I ended up in the mall, which was not planned. So now this video is gonna be so long. I'm just gonna drag it. I didn't highlight that one because that's just where I was standing for a thumbnail. So sometimes, like I said this in a video, the highs are very high on YouTube, but when you get a low, it will make you suffer. All of my videos were getting like 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, which means out of the top 10 videos you uploaded, it's doing terribly. And I liked all of them. I don't know what was wrong with it. I think it's just that, I know, when I put, let me show you, for example. Nice, more regular viewers are choosing to watch this video, helping it increase its reach. 2 out of 10. So far, it has 88,000 views and growing. My typical range is 65,000 to 83,000 after a day and 12 hours. But on a different video, which is just based in Florida, which no one really seems to care about as much, you go to analytics. Regular viewers are choosing to watch this video less than usual, contributing to 31% fewer views. I only made $1,144 on it, whereas the other ones make me like literally $5,000 for a New York City based video. So I think this does help you understand why I'm so ambivalent. Ambivalent, is that the right word? Hold on. Ambivalent. Yeah, having mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about New York. I don't like dense cities, but when I'm there, not only am I more creative, but my videos perform so well. And New York just attracts a certain type of viewer, and they come for a long time and they watch more and more and more. So I need to go back to New York basically if I want my channel to grow. I'm surprised that Boston's doing better than Florida, because I go here to the I Traveled Alone to Boston video. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. So this is where I get my music from. It's linked in my description box all the time. I usually go to classical, or I type in jazz, for example. I love jazz music. I just drag it off to the side here, and wow, now I have music in a video, just like that. That's it. That's how I edit my videos. I'm not gonna show me editing this one because it's going to take me forever, and it's pretty late, but you get the gist. Good night, enjoy, drink water, and actually do whatever you want. You should eat some cookies if you want to. I'm just saying, it's a good habit to stop around a certain time. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.